Alright YouTube, ECW number 1 back here again. Another video. This time it's a PPV prediction video and it's for Wrestlemania 27. As we all know, it's this Sunday is Wrestlemania held in Atlanta, Georgia. The biggest event of the year, Wrestlemania 27. I'm just going to do a quick prediction video now on my thoughts, what will go down, my thoughts on the actual matches going down, everything. So obviously, as we all know, Wrestlemania is hosted by the man himself, The Rock. I'll get into The Rock, my thoughts on The Rock being host and part of a feud when I get to the WWE Championship match actually. For the order I'm doing this in, I read a list of the apparent order of the matches earlier today. So I'll be doing the matches for my predictions in that order. So I'll just get started on that now. So the first match I think is the US title match between Sheamus and Daniel Bryan. For this match I see it going Sheamus's way, mainly for the reason that Sheamus only won the title 2 or 3 weeks ago. I expect this to be a very good match though. The chemistry they had in that one match and the match that Sheamus was, well, counted out in the prior week, them winning the title, they were given a comment on the count out. But the match where Sheamus actually won the title, I think that was a pretty good match. They kind of meshed well together. The brawler and the submission specialist, the submission wrestling specialist, Daniel Bryan. I see this being a very good match. Probably won't be given enough time though to be a great match, seeing as the card is so packed this year. Quality matches though, I think. But I see it going Sheamus's way for the reason that he's only just won the title. So Sheamus, I mean, he had the build-up. They've not had much build-up, to be honest. Actually, he had the build-up of his losing streak from King of the Ring, eventually winning the US title. But this match should be decent. Probably won't be given enough time to be great though. But I'm going for Sheamus. The next match, I believe, is the Jerry the King Lawler versus Michael Cole match, refereed by Stone Cold Steve Austin, with Jack Swagger in the corner of Michael Cole. People have been talking about the build-up for this WrestleMania for the main title matches and the main event matches not being great, and the build-up for the lower card matches being the best. In this case, that is 100% true. I think this match I think is the best built-up match on this whole WrestleMania card. The fact that this feud I think has been going on since the week after The Miz won the WWE title, when Jerry the King Lawler faced him in a TLC match in which Michael Cole cost King the match. But before then, the arguments were flaring, starting everything. But I think that was really when this feud started, which was what? That was November, December, something like that. But for this match, seeing as Michael Cole has been the antagonist in this whole feud, and the King not having a single WrestleMania match until this one, I believe that this will be. I'm going to go with King, because the antagonist, Michael Cole, he has no reason to win. He has Jack Swagger in his corner, but Stone Cold's the referee, and I just seeing as King's had to keep his hands off Cole till WrestleMania, I see this just being King unleashing his anger. This probably won't be a long match. It might be given they'll probably actually do a bit of mic work beforehand or something. Cole getting on the mic, maybe cowering out of it, or saying how he's going to destroy King and end his WrestleMania dream or something. I could see that happening, and I am looking forward to this match though. I think hopefully it won't be the second match on the card though, because I would be looking forward to this. I think it should be like at least 5th on the card, I'd say. Should be a good performance though. Well, fun match to watch, I think. The next match on the card I think is the Rey Mysterio versus Cody Rhodes match. Simple answer for this match, my prediction is Rey Mysterio, for the only reason that he is, as most of us know, the whiny little bitch that he is. As educated fans would know, Rey Mysterio obviously complains constantly backstage until he gets his way. He wouldn't drop the IC title. Well, he was planning to drop the IC title to Dolph Ziggler, refused to, seeing Dolph Ziggler's push being held back another year. But for this match is another one that has had amazing build-up. The whole story with Rey Mysterio breaking Cody Rhodes' nose and him having to get facial reconstruction surgery, I think it's been great. They brought in Dusty Rhodes to try settle the feud down and just turning on Rey. I think the build-up's been brilliant. I've been enjoying this feud. Obviously, I've not been enjoying that part of the feud, but Cody Rhodes has really elevated himself here, and I have to admit, the performance by both so far has been good. And if given enough time, I think this match will be one of the best on the card, and could potentially steal the show, depending on. It has a good chance at that if given enough time and they're really in the right frame of mind that day. But should be a good match. Sadly, I'm going to have to go for Rey Mysterio for this match. Next match is The Core versus Big Show, Kane, Santino, and Kozlov. This match, it's not one of the really anticipated matches now, is it? I mean, The Core, I actually quite like The Core now. I didn't like them at first, but they've kind of won me over. I love the original Nexus, led by Wade Barrett, obviously, with Slater and Gabriel. But this match, not the best build-up. Core wins the tag titles. Barrett feuds with Big Show. Kane somehow comes into the feud, and Zeke's obviously a member of the Core. This match probably won't be given much time, to be honest, and doesn't really deserve it. Not the biggest or most anticipated match in anyone's eyes, I would confidently say, to be honest, apart from the competitors in the match. But I see this match being over quite quickly. I'm going to have to give the win to the Core, seeing as they're the dominant team with obviously the IC and the 2 tag titles. Well, the tag titles. What am I saying? So I see the match going to the Core, and rightfully so. They need the push. The Big Show, Kane, Kozlov, and Santino team don't really need the push of a WrestleMania win. So I'm going with the Core. The next match should be the John Morrison, Snooki, and Trish Stratus versus Leiko and Dolph Ziggler match. 6-person tag team match. I don't know which way this is going to go. I know loads of people are complaining that why is Snooki in a WrestleMania match? She's not a wrestler. But in all honesty, the mainstream media that WWE get from a reality TV star, and a big one at that, no pun intended there, a big reality TV star, the mainstream media attention they get all over the news. I don't know American news networks, so I know TMZ, but I don't know if that. I remember hearing miserable. I don't know American news networks. But yeah, they had highlights of everywhere that was reporting Snooki at WrestleMania, Snooki off the Jersey Shore, WrestleMania 27, Snooki match WrestleMania, and showing highlights of like SmackDown or Raw. No, it was Raw where she gets hosted. But yeah, I don't know which way I'm going to go with this. I feel Dolph Ziggler and John Morrison deserve better than this. Dolph Ziggler even became world champion this year. Come on. Albeit 20-minute reign, but the both of them deserve better than having to carry this match. But for this match, I think I'm going to go with Leiko and Ziggler. They also have Vicky Guerrero most likely at ringside for this entire match. Plus, Snooki's not a wrestler. Trish hasn't wrestled apart from this Raw, which wrestled, I think, 5 years. Unforgiven 2006 was the last time she wrestled, I think. So that was in Toronto. I'm pretty sure that's when she retired. But yeah, I'm going to give it to Leiko and Dolph Ziggler. The next match should be the CM Punk and Randy Orton match. Could be a very good match. That's a really cool picture, actually. It should be a really good match, I think. But the build-up I've not enjoyed at all. It's been a really boring feud, and there's one reason for that, and that's the guy right there. I know I get so much heat for saying that my least favourite stars in the WWE are, and have been for quite a few years now, are Rey Mysterio number 1, Randy Orton number 2, and Christian number 3. I get so much heat for that, but I don't see Randy Orton at all. He's the most boring star in the company, I think. Everyone complains about John Cena having 5 moves of doom. Randy Orton, what does he have? He has stomping the guy when he's down, scoop slam, backbreaker, the punch, drop kick, kicks. They're really just the same move in different variations. And of course, the dreaded RKO. Because it can come out of anywhere, and after 20 minutes of getting beaten down, Orton can win it just like that. Because that is believable as hell, isn't it? I mean, no, I really don't enjoy watching him at all. He is the one person who can actually make CM Punk boring. CM Punk, in my opinion, is the most entertaining guy in the WWE. He's my second favourite behind The Miz, and I get heat for both of them as well. I love watching CM Punk on TV, but somehow Orton manages to make CM Punk boring. The feud's been... the feud hasn't been desirable at all. It's been depressing to watch because of how pathetic and repetitive it is because of Orton. I know it's the writing as well, taking out the whole nexus, but Orton, just the lack of reaction he has. And the same thing, the fist pumping on the ground. It's really just, it makes me cringe every time I see it because I just think, wow, this guy, I liked him in 2004. Then he undeservingly won the title early at SummerSlam. Unfortunately, that match technically doesn't exist anymore. But then, but seriously, he's just not entertaining at all. I see him getting the win just for feud's sake, but it could be a good match at least. He's at least decent in the ring occasionally. Going forward for this match. The next match should be the World Heavyweight Championship between Alberto Del Rio and Edge. I think Christian might be in Edge's corner with Ricardo and maybe Brodus Clay. I wouldn't see him at WrestleMania yet in Alberto Del Rio's corner. When Alberto won the Royal Rumble, he was actually my pick. I finally picked the correct Royal Rumble winner, apart from the 2004 Rumble, but unfortunately that match technically doesn't exist anymore. So this is the first time I've predicted the correct Royal Rumble winner, which was Del Rio, obviously. Back then, I was confident he'd win the world title. Right now, not so much. He's kind of lost so much steam, it seems, recently. I don't really know what to say. I'm still going to go with Del Rio, though, because I can see Christian costing Edge the title. I can see him playing off the fact that Edge is an 11-time world champion and Christian's career has been such a failure, from being carried in a tag team by Edge to being a single star, failing, to going to TNA, which is the utmost failure you can actually do in the world of wrestling, and to coming back to WWE, crawling back to WWE, ending up on ECW, even though that was my favourite brand at the time because Miz and Morrison left, so they were kind of getting boring, apart from Zack Ryder. But yeah, I see Christian probably starting a feud of jealousy like they did with the two Hardys, who both also suck, and I get heat for that as well. Because, come on, they're drug addicts, and the other one's a fat mess, Matt Hardy. I'll give the win to Del Rio, just because, well, he's who I'm rooting. Yeah, Del Rio's who I'm rooting for in this match. I think everyone says he doesn't deserve it because it's too early, but he's got the talent for it. He's got the skill. He's Alberto Del Rio. He's got the look of a champion. He carries himself well. So I'm giving the win to Del Rio. Next match, Undertaker versus Triple H, no holds barred. People complained about the first night, the 2/22/11, when Undertaker came back, about the boring promo they had. Well, promo, I say that lightly, of them standing in the ring, looking at the WrestleMania sign, and then doing their signature taunts of the Undertaker Cutthroat and Triple H DX Chop. People complained that this was the worst way to start a feud for WrestleMania with the Undertaker ever. I personally think it was the best way to start the feud, because what looked more intense than both of them looking up at the WrestleMania logo, looking back in each other's eyes, not saying a single word, and then doing their taunts with the intensity that it had, with the crowd there, the fact they were both just returning. I honestly loved that promo, and I couldn't have seen it started a better way. The build-up from that afterwards, I like that they've included Shawn Michaels though. I think that's been it. I have a feeling he'll be involved in this match in some way. If not, yeah, I think he'll be at ringside at least. But I see this match being very good. It's no holds barred. But obviously, the man I'm giving the win to, obviously The Undertaker, because the streak should never die. Especially if Shawn Michaels, if it didn't go to Shawn Michaels, it shouldn't go to Triple H. Shawn Michaels was more deserving, and I know some Triple H fans do agree with me. Shawn Michaels, if someone was going to end the streak, is what I'm trying to say, it had to have been Shawn Michaels and only Shawn Michaels. Triple H, no. Taker's streak should never end now. It should rightfully keep going until he retires, and he should retire with a perfect streak. Insert number here, and 0. But yeah, giving the win to Undertaker. The feud's been lackluster, to be honest. It's not interested me as much as the past feuds at WrestleMania. Like the Shawn Michaels ones, you can't really compare because that was Michaels' last match last year. Obviously, the build-up was intense, insane. The wanting revenge for the previous year's loss. Obviously, they can't really compete with that one. But this has been decent. Not the biggest or best build, but I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed watching all the promos. Michaels being included, and yeah. So I'm going to give the win to Triple H. And the final match, the WWE Championship, The Miz versus John Cena, with most likely the guest host of WrestleMania, The Rock, playing some part in this match. He has to. Because sadly enough, the actual feud, Rock has overshadowed The Miz as being seen as main target, which I think is a shame, and it's kind of stupid, seeing as it's a match between these two and The Rock is not involved. Although, WrestleMania 9, was it? Caesar's Palace, WrestleMania 9. Hulk Hogan left with the WWE title. Some people have been talking about The Rock becoming WWE champ. I don't see it, but the current build-up, I wouldn't be too surprised. But for the match as it stands, I'm gonna go with The Miz, just because I see The Rock, if he plays a part, costing Cena the match, and allowing Miz to retain his, Miz Championship now. Stupid replica belt. They couldn't even use the real belt and just turn the logo. They had to get a replica spinner belt. Replicas are worthless pieces of shit. Come on. You're going to have that replica belt defended at WrestleMania as your biggest title? No! Fucking hell. Replica belts on TV pissed me off. Replica belts in my house pissed me off. US title replica belt. ECW title replica belt. WWE title replica belts. I hate them all. They just pissed me off. The fact that they're using a replica belt into WrestleMania, I just think it's wrong. But I have a feeling that if Miz wins, I have a feeling the next night on Raw, they might finally unveil the new WWE title that's been ready for, I think, a year and a half now. Because it's kind of a thing they do after WrestleMania. Normally, Stone Cold got the Big Eagle after WrestleMania. The Winged Eagle was first won at WrestleMania by Randy Savage, and that in the WrestleMania tournament. Was that WrestleMania 4? No, was it 5 or 4? I can't remember. 6 was Ultimate Warrior. Oh, but this is about WrestleMania 27. What am I talking about? But yeah, I'm going to go for Miz for the simple reason I think The Rock might interfere. So yeah, that's pretty much the WrestleMania predictions. There's the card right there, minus the core matches not included on there, sadly enough. But yeah, I see this being a good WrestleMania. I'm definitely staying up to watch it here in the UK, Sky Box Office. But I'm not excited for this as much as I have been for previous ones. 25 and 26, I was built up for, pumped and ready. Pumped. Yeah, that's the right use of words, fair enough. For it, but they came out kind of meh WrestleManias. But since I'm not as excited for this one, just like I wasn't for 24, I feel this could be a good one then. Also, another thing that I'm a bit let down by is there's no Money in the Bank match. It's a bit of a shame. Money in the Bank, I know it's got its own pay-per-view now, but it was always a big spectacle of the past 5-6 WrestleManias, actually. It's always been an enjoyable spot, and it always got guys like Kofi Kingston, even though I can't stand Kofi, he was always good in those matches. Drew McIntyre has nothing to do. This would have been where John Morrison Ziggler could have been instead of the match. Who else could have been in there? They obviously would have had a big guy like maybe Mark Henry in there. Some lower down guys. Christian probably would have been in there maybe. Could have seen him actually being in the Money Bag, winning, cashing in on Edge, hopefully losing or something. But anyway, or including himself in the match. But Christian sucks anyway, so no. But I'm a bit disappointed about no Money in the Bank. But should be a good WrestleMania. I'm definitely going to be watching. Please leave your comments and your thoughts in the comment section below. Add me on Facebook, link will be down there. You can talk to me about wrestling, WrestleMania, belts, whatever. I'm always happy to talk to people. And comment, rate, subscribe. Thanks for watching.